Israel moving into its third phase of ground operations. 138 hostages are still in captivity, and Hamas has vowed not to release any more until there is another ceasefire. And that is what is happening as we begin a brand new hour here. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Sandra Smith in New York. John, welcome back.
Sandra, good to be with you. I'm John Roberts in Washington, and this is America Reports. Israel continuing its campaign against Hamas, hitting the terror group's strongholds in southern Gaza overnight. The IDF engaging in house-to-house gun battles after entering the second largest city in the Strip.
Israel's military says it has killed about half of Hamas's mid-level battalion commanders by now. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said just moments ago, IDF forces are encircling the house of a senior Hamas leader.
Our Trey Yingst is on the ground. He's in southern Israel with the latest on the war. And Trey, who is this senior official that Israeli forces say they've got surrounded?
Yeah, hey, John, good afternoon. I do want to start with that breaking news. Tonight, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his forces have surrounded the house of Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas in Gaza, the man who is believed to be the mastermind behind the October 7th massacre. This is a significant development and an indication that Israeli forces are pushing deep into the heart of Gaza's second largest city, Khan Yunis. It also comes as Israeli forces are ramping up their strikes across the entirety of the Gaza Strip. The IDF telling Fox News they hit 250 different targets over the past 24 hours. This also comes as infantry troops continue to locate weapons, explosives, and tunnel entrances. The Israelis also targeting the rocket launching sites for the barrage that hit Tel Aviv just yesterday. Now, inside Gaza, the death toll continues to rise. An Israeli strike against the Deir al-Balah neighborhood in central Gaza killed multiple Palestinians yesterday. The aftermath you're looking at here from the city of Khan Yunis, and again, just shows the level of destruction. Entire neighborhood blocks wiped off the map. As the war rages on, Israel is still gathering intelligence on the hostages inside Gaza. Today, we spoke with one man whose two sisters were held by Hamas, along with his three nieces. He discussed the psychological terror they faced.
They heard the bombings. That was part of their concerns about the fact that they were forgotten. Because Hamas told them is that Israel gave up on you. They are saying that they are going to flatten Gaza. They don't care about anyone. They don't care about you. They'll probably kill you in one of their bombings.
Moran's brother-in-law is still being held today by Hamas inside Gaza. He says his family will not be whole until that man comes home. John?
So two questions, Trey, about this latest operation. Do they believe that Yahya Sinwar is in that facility? And if they were to get or capture him, Mohammed Deif, who is the leader of the Al-Qassam brigades, is still at large. Do they have any idea where he is?
It's a great question, John. The Israelis do not believe that he's inside the house. He's likely in the tunnel network beneath Khan Yunis or Rafah, Gaza's second and third largest cities. This is significant, though, because it shows the Israelis have been able to penetrate deep into the Strip despite a fierce resistance by Hamas's military wing, the Al-Qassam brigades. Now, the two targets here for the Israelis, we're talking about Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas inside Gaza, and Mohammed Deif, the infamous man behind much of the planning for the Hamas military leadership over the past decade. So when we look at the situation on the ground, the Israelis are looking to target these two leaders, and they say even if they're able to capture this top-level Hamas leadership, they will continue to go after the infantry-level Hamas brigades. They want to kill every single commander and capture as many of the leaders as possible. And there's an understanding on the ground here in Israel, despite the Western pressure, including from the Biden administration, the Israelis will continue this operation, even if it takes months. John?
Well, they had Sinwar in custody once. They let him out. Look what happened. So I don't know if they're trying to capture him again or just eliminate him. Trey Yingst for us in southern Israel. Trey, thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.